Okay, this is task 8, and task 8 is understanding more about the piano keyboard, particularly how we can use that understanding to our advantage when we're composing. So if I was to start on C and play every key going in this direction, it sounds like this. It's called a chromatic scale because I use all the white keys and all the black keys. And if I was to think about the distance I move each time, then the distance is called a semitone. So between those two notes is a semitone. Between E and F is a semitone because there's nothing in between them. So they go from one key to the next, which is a semitone. The other term that we'll need to use in this task is a tone. And the only difference is that a tone is two semitones. So the distance between C and D is a tone because it's got this note in between it. So this is going to be helpful for when we're working out which notes are in which scales, which is coming very soon. So to complete task 8, you need to label the keys on the keyboard and you need to draw something to show that you know the distances of semitone and tone. So first of all, on a piano keyboard, you have groups of 2 black notes and 3 black notes. So first of all, we'll look at this group of 2 black notes here, and there's another one there. But the group in the middle is 3 black notes, so that's not a group of 2. And the important thing about the group of 2 black notes is there's a white note in between it, which is always D. Now, if you know your alphabet, then you can continue through and say, well, the next one in the alphabet is E. So that's an E. This is an F. This is a G. But we only use the letter names up to G in the alphabet, and then we go back to the beginning. So after G, the next note is A, and then B, and then C. And look at that. D, because it's in between the 2 black notes, and then E. So if we look at the other end, the note before, the letter before D in the alphabet is A, B, C, D. It's a C, so that's a C that goes there. Okay. The black notes, there's 2 things you need to know about black notes. First of all, if it's a sharp, we go in that direction. So if you sharpen a note, you go that way. And if you flatten it, so to draw a flat symbol, you do a vertical line. And then it's a bit like a heart shape, like half of a heart, or a leaf on a plant, or something like that. So if you see something that's flattened, it is lowered in pitch. So for that reason, I saw another student do this morning. I thought this was brilliant. They changed their colour to white, so you can see on the black keys. So this note could be called C sharp, because I've moved in that direction from the C, or it could be called D flat. And it depends what key you're working in as to when to use one or the other. Next one is D sharp or E flat. This one is F sharp or G flat. Next one is G sharp or A flat. Then we've got A sharp or B flat. Then we've got C sharp or D flat, just like before, and D sharp or E flat. Okay, that's not quite the whole story yet, because sometimes, even though it doesn't happen or it won't happen very often for a couple of years for some of you, this note here that we call E most of the time is also known as F flat, for the reason that I just described. So you've taken the F and you've gone a semitone lower. And in the same way, F can be called E sharp. And so that's the E sharp there. And then just here, this is C flat. And this is B sharp. Okay, so we've labelled the piano keyboard. The last thing that you need to do, you need to demonstrate that you understand the difference between a tone and a semitone. So we say that 2 notes, so C to D, is 2 steps, which equals a tone, whereas B to C is 1 step, which equals a semitone. Okay.